Hello everyone, this is a transmission specifically for the womb space, for the womb heart coherence. We will move through blocks that hinder your energetic portal in the womb space and that also hinder your connection to be grounded in this energy body of yours on earth, as throughout our chakra system, we are actually grounding our light body so that we're not hovering somewhere in the higher chakras, but we're actually bringing our true frequency into our normal daily life, into connection. And our nervous system connects to the womb space and the sexual energy as well. And we're making use of different frequencies as well as different energetic connections, both in the earth plane as well as in the higher dimensional plane. So in case you don't know me, I'm Natalie. I am running this Seraphine codes. I am trained in energy healing and quantum energy healing, and also clairvoyant by birth. And the womb space is something that I have been working on in all of my private sessions, and I also have a course about conscious conception that might be of your interest if you're already interested in the topic of the womb space. So every chakra can have a different energetic charge, and I do see a lot of imbalances or a lack of balance in life when we have a different charge in different chakras. So if someone is very, very initiated in the higher energy field above the crown, and their chakras isn't a match to this dimensional energy, this can really be this difficult place on earth in the human experience, because you're perceiving is what feels like heaven on earth, and yet your reality is not reflecting that, and also your struggle to connect in this very daily human experience, which is the access point where you could actually pour this love, pour this frequency through. So the womb space is typically a blocked chakra, and it is blocked for various reasons. The one reason is because it's a powerhouse of energetic channeling, a powerhouse of creation, and the fall in consciousness that we are talking about, whether that is ancient Egypt, whether that is the most recent one when we had the teachings of Mary Magdalene, or the Lemurian Atlantean teachings, Mayan timeline even, women were womb initiated, they were womb aligned, and they were falling out of this alignment for various reasons. So one of the reasons was that artificial frequencies were specifically used to target womb spaces to disconnect them from their calibration, and they entered these artificial frequencies so gradually that they would not notice. Another reason that led to this fall in consciousness, besides the force that we've seen with the fall of the Essenes, has been actually priestesses who were starting to work from their shadow. They started to basically then become a use of black magic, what we can call black magic. Black magic is just, I would label it, someone misusing their tools for personal gain. They were, for instance, siphoning energies from other priestesses. So that all led to the women who were holding a lot of consciousness. They were holding a lot of energetic power. They were holding initiatory power for their partners, were actually falling out of what was stabilizing their community. They were falling out what was creating health and well-being in their families, that they were falling out of the natural energetic flow within a couple that takes place partly also through the womb space. It takes place for all chakras, but the womb space was the chakra that was specifically targeted. So we are talking in this spiritual space about the 5-dimensional energies, the 12-dimensional energies, and so forth. In my belief systems and in my experience, the womb space can calibrate much higher than 12-dimensional energies. This was the vibration that was held by an initiated priestess of these lineages. And if you are one of these priestesses, maybe you have the possibility to actually return back to this initiated state. And maybe there's some work to do for you to learn from how the womb space have been misused, and that might be a teaching that wants to come through you. So one of the elements that I am often sharing with my private clients is that we are inheriting the energy of the womb space of the mother, but we're also inheriting the energetic womb space of our past lifetimes. And when you're starting to get in touch with your past lifetimes, often naturally you align your womb space, because the higher light body, many people know the winged light body, also transfer energies in the portal of the womb, because you're working on the multidimensional level. You're not working in separate lifetimes anymore on a certain dimensional energy space. So before I'm starting the transmission, I'm just sharing a little bit more information. So when we have an ancestral line that was never waking up to the higher dimension in the body, when eventually the body can become the light temple, where there's the body as light as a concept, we have to clean the ancestral line before. So I'm very briefly going to put a shield in this transmission against your ancestors. But if your ancestral line is very dense, this is not going to be sufficient so that they will still be able to pour into. For instance, if there has been a lot of sexual trauma or a lot of entities in this lineage passed down through the womb space, an initiation is not enough. It takes a lot more clearing. So I am within this light transmission just putting a energetic shield, a buffer, if you want to label it as that, so that we can properly work through what I'm bringing through. Sometimes this clears a little bit up of what is the density in the ancestral line, but often it is required that there is some work in the ancestral line as well. So let's start. If you can be cross-legged, if you can sit for longer than maybe 40 minutes, and otherwise you can also lay down, make yourself comfortable, and then we're starting. So let's ground into the body and call in your own protection around your energetic field. If this feels intuitively right for you, call in your guides and angels and light beings. And then call in the elements of the earth through your heart. Call in the water goddess, the soil, the elements of nature collaborating with consciousness in a very honorable manner. The particles that created this body are part of this symphony on earth, and we want to give thanks to the opportunity to breathe life and love through that vessel. And everywhere you feel that you don't really bring this type of honor and care and love towards your body, place your hands on that body part. Ask this block to be soothed and released in this transmission and the days coming, and ask your body to forgive whatever block that you co-created, and then call in your higher self, your frequency, your blueprint, your wings, your heart, your kundalini energy. Maybe if you're familiar with it, ask all of the higher energies that are working through you as you to be present, to be flowing, to be dancing within you. And then take a moment to bring the left hand on the heart and the right hand on your womb. We're breathing into the navel point, and with the exhale, shoulders back, relaxed. Inhale into the chest, exhale, relax. Shoulders, eyeballs, eyebrows, ears, nose, soles of the feet. Your womb space is a chalice that we're now charging. And the energy behind you, behind the back chakra of the womb space, we're placing this liquid light just in the back chakra. And then we have golden white light wrapped around you, around the womb space, not touching the womb space, wrapped around as protection. And on the outer layer, there's a blue light that shields the golden light, the white light. There's purple light, there's a big rainbow around your womb space. But the core womb space is not touched by these frequencies. They act as protective, initiatory frequencies. And through the crown of the head, you're feeling how your own energetic connection to Source starts to send in love, abundance, well-being, care. And everywhere you don't feel that this energy that is on some level also you is actually perceived in your womb space, clear, concrete, historic, cross time, space, reality. Every block that is emotional, energetic, that is hindering creation, your highest energetic field to actually pour into the womb space, clear, concrete, historic, cross time, space, reality. Now in your visualization, visualize that your womb space is Gaia. You have planet Earth as a symbol in your womb, and you're pregnant with her. And with this in mind, you start to breathe into the womb and imagine you're breathing into the core of the earth. And as you visualize that, what is your subconscious mind saying that you connect so deeply with Gaia? Is it comfortable? Is it uncomfortable? Is there a part that rejects this? Or is it, yes, I'm breathing with Gaia, I am part of her vibration, and this is the flow, I love it. Just become aware of what is there for you to intuitively receive. And then whatever you received, go into acceptance of that, even if it might be something you still have to work on, something that you have to transmute, something that you might label as a blockage to the womb of the earth. Because the womb of the earth is the second energetic womb that we have to connect to when we really want to be a creatrix with the initiatory field in our body. So start paying attention to how you're breathing and start guiding the breath alongside the spine into the tailbone, into the earth. And slowly you start to become a transmitter of your own light, whatever is coming through your crown of the head. You're gifting it to the core of the earth. You start to communicate without communication, without words. You allow to be the communication instrument. So surrender all of the blocks where you're not able to allow the energy to move through you. Where is it that you hold on to resentment towards the earth not providing something in the human experience? Whatever projection you have that the earth and this human experience should have provided more love to you, should provided more abundance to you. What is it that you believe you haven't received in this lifetime, but you deserve it? This is often the exact missing element in the womb space. This is the element that is blocked to flow through. So if you don't receive reciprocal energy exchanges, you don't receive love, gratitude, respect maybe. There is a block often where you have not been respected. You feel you deserve love, you deserve to receive. This is present often as an energetic presence in the womb space, as lack, as a block, as a focus on lack. So now that we have maybe pinpointed our minds, our perception, our intuition onto a specific block, we first welcome it, because when we welcome any energy present, we can alchemize. We can alchemize into higher vibrations, into the solution, into reciprocal energy exchanges, into divine love, into grace, into community. So now bring your hands to your heart. Breathe into your beautiful heart chambers and open them. Allow your heart to create this beautiful field of love around you. Abundance, love, union, joy. The energies that the heart space can create. And then slowly, as you would now, for the sake of healing your womb, take this radiance and put it all into one specific crystal. You see this crystal that is unique for your healing journey. You use your heart's energy, focus on it, and pay attention how much your heart is able to focus and how much your heart actually wants to leak energy somewhere. Now, channel the exact other frequency of where you believe there was an absence of it. Lack of love, lack of reciprocal energy exchanges. Whatever it was, maybe lack of respect. Channel it from the heart into this crystal. Now we're asking Source, the Higher Council, Council of Light, Seraphim angels, Elohai angels, Sophia's energy starts to connect to the crystal. And Sophia's energy takes this crystal for a short vacation into her temple, her etheric temple. And you are waiting in gratitude because you're wanting to become the transmitter for Source, for heaven on earth. You're no longer here to play the old vibrations out in your womb space. You're here to be initiated into a chalice, and that chalice holds initiatory codes. And whatever crystal you felt was matching for this session today, open the palms of your hands like a chalice in front of the womb space now. And it comes back, and you're placing that energy in the womb space. And now we have received from above, so we have to gift it into the temples of the earth for alignment. So we're calling in the water goddesses, the whales, the dolphins, the Lemurian heart, and the crystalline grid, the crystal temples of the earth. And maybe you're placing your hands somewhere in the energetic part of the earth. Maybe you place your hands on soil in your visualization. Anything that feels like a reverence to earth, do it now with the crystal in your womb. And then feel how your connection to earth strengthens and becomes very sensitive. You start to listen to what your body is telling you. You start to ask for guidance directly from nature, directly to the womb of the earth. You no longer have to hold on to what has happened to you. You become the alchemist. You become a womb priestess. You breathe from the crown of the head into the earth, and your feet chakra connect to Gaia. And the womb of the earth starts presenting herself to you. And we're walking in this energetically protected field. Downwards, some imaginary stairs. You hear your step, you feel your step, and that crystal is still beaming in your womb space, clearing, having the effect that you need today. You take 10 steps downwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And first and foremost, place your hands on the soil where you are. You're still on planet Earth. And you're going to meet a situation where your womb has been compromised. The energy of your womb has been misused, directed into a different energy, direction, intention than for your highest good. And with this energy connection, the hands, you being present, it's your past self that remembers just with you being there with your past self. She remembers that her hand chakra connect to earth. And with this connection, she brings her hand back to her womb. And she starts feeling up just like you showed her energetically, that she can perceive from the higher realm solutions and receive them and flow them through. She becomes energetically open to above and below. Her womb no longer connects to the situation. Her womb connects to above and below. You don't have to do energy healing on the womb. She needs to learn energetically to flush it out with the highest connections through the crown, through the heart, into the womb, through the sexual organs, into the core of the earth. Everything releases the situation. And with you and this beautiful rainbow protection around your womb, you include her into this protection that shields her and her womb and your womb now. So pause this situation and the video if you feel like this needs more cleaning. And if you're ready, take your past version into a hug. Take her at your hand and start walking upwards. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're back in the here and now, and now you become the offering. And now we're just adding some minor suggestions. So the more you're honoring the womb, the more you become an energetic match for the higher connections. The higher connections don't work with a womb that is disrespected. And if you're placing yourself into environments where your womb isn't respected, your energy isn't respected, these calibrations, these points don't work with you. They will have to disconnect so that you lack energy and you are forced to redirect. And when you're ready, slowly come out of this exercise, ground yourself, bring your hands in your hands on womb and heart. Take a few long inhales and exhales, and then close this exercise.